I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us.
Welcome back to Fallout 14 with the Rude Man, and we're back on the steppe, the Asm steppe, and we're looking for an old warrior that can tell us some history about the people that live here on the steppe. I think there's right around the corner here. Udatai. I can spare no time for you. Other troubles demand my attention. Well, he's going to ask for help, isn't he? What troubles? What ill fortune has befallen you? Not me, but my lambs. Some few wandered far and have yet to return. Mayhap they will return to the mothers in time. Mayhap they will not. Mayhap you can help. If we must, then we must. Let us be about it, Roland. This is silly. They're way up on this plateau thing. Where's the sheep gonna go? It's not like they can get eaten or, well, they could, I guess, but I guess they could be anywhere. This isn't a very big plateau up here. Well, there's one. I doubt if there could be any more than a couple hundred people lived up here. Me? How many are we looking for? 4 of them. Okay, well, 3 more to find, I guess. Back where we started. They must be inside. There's another one. There's one, but I don't think it's one of them. Oh. I forgot he was helping. So we need to find 2 more. All right, and now 1 more. All right, and 1 more. Where could they be? No, seriously, where could they be? I don't know where I haven't been. Well, I didn't go like over there or over there. Let's look behind the buildings. Maybe there's one hiding behind a building or something. There we go. There is one. Kinda behind the building. What are you doing up there, little one? Me. Greetings. I trust all of our little explorers are safely accounted for. That they are. My thanks to you, Doman. Now, you had questions for me? I would like to know more about Ornar, or Orner, of their creation, and of Father Azim. As you wish. Come, let us sit. Before we begin, tell me, what do you know of the Ara, and how they came to be? Well, they got dragon scales. Does that tell us anything? In the days before men, Azim and Nama waged a bitter war. The Rain were born of the Dawnfather, and the Zayla, the Dusk Mother. Yes, a common tale, and one believed by many tribes. But what it does not mention is this: Azim and Nami were lovers. Oh, there had to come some sex in here someplace. Oh, they fought in the beginning, as did their creations. That much is true. But when they saw how the Zayla and the Rain rose above their hatreds and joined hands in harmony, their hearts stirred, and the love of their children shared became theirs as well. Alas, he was of the sun, and she of the moon. Apart they must remain, lest day and night cease to be, and with them all creation. With sadness in their hearts they returned to the heavens, he to the day and she to the night, destined to walk before and after, never to meet. As time passed, Azim's yearning for his beloved grew deeper. Was there truly not that could be done? He wondered. At last he knew. If the father cannot be with the mother, then he shall go amongst her children, now and ever after. So it was that Azim took a fragment of his being, and with it fashioned an avatar. Clad in scale of midnight, he descended and sought out the Zayla. Yes, he was the first Oranir. We are of his flesh and his blood. We are the children of Azim, and it is our duty to watch over and keep the Zayla safe. I confess I did not expect the tale of your people beginnings to be quite so romantic. Yet, I must ask, if it is your duty to defend the Zayla, how can you go to war with them in the Dadam? Is that not contradiction? If a father disciplines his son, does that mean that there is no love in his heart? Zayla are not wont to kneel. They must be made to. Only then will they heed reason. I see. Such is the way of the steppe. Thank you, Elder, for sharing with us your wisdom. Eager to depart? Ere you go, you would do well to hear the end of the tale. That wasn't the end. When the Nama looked down and saw the avatar of Azim, she knew him at once and shed tears of love and longing. When they struck the earth, they rose anew as a counterpart to the Ornir, their fates entwined. So you see, for every son of Azim, there is a daughter of Nami for whom he must search even now. Mayhap I am being overly optimistic, but I sense that these Ornir may prove loyal allies to Doma under the right circumstances. Their arrogance is rooted in the belief that they must act as caretakers of all of Zayla. Therefore, if we can prove to them that we can come as kindred spirits seeking to defeat common foe, but mayhap this is a discussion for after we win the Nadam. Come, let us return to Magni. You shine with the light of a newfound wisdom. Could it be that you have at last accepted the supremacy of the sun? No matter. You have each completed your tasks and proven yourselves deserving of mercy. However, if it is freedom you desire, then there is one more thing you must do. Sworn enemies of the sun, Magni has a new task in mind for you and yours. A pity you will not pledge yourselves to the sun. You might have proved useful in the coming Nadam. Nevertheless, I will permit you to return and fight for them all. Their cause is futile, with or without your assistance. However, you must first complete a final task, as was my decree. You will reconnoiter encampment of the Dother. Dotharl? For this task, 2 will go, and 2 will remain. Should the 2 who embark upon this expedition choose to flee or be captured or killed by the Dotharl, then the others will be taken as slaves and serve the sun unto death. We'd better not fail then, eh? The question is, who should we send? I think it's already been decided. That is not for you to decide. All of you have conquered Mardom's metal and proven yourselves warriors of the steppe. You should all be equally capable of carrying out this task, and therefore you should have no objections. Cap pose. The first choice of hostage shall be mine, though it is hardly a choice, given me these circumstances. The red woman will remain. Doubtless you are not the moon I seek, but stranger tales have been told, and the men are of no use to me. You may have your pick of the men. Yes. Yes. Huh? Who's he picking? Is he picking me? Me, pick me. Am I that eager? You know, I got a bruised eye there. I had a squeaky eye there for a minute. The Firewalker. Yes, this domain is my choice. This domain. Ha ha ha. I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted. Mayhap both. I had hoped to see these undying ones for myself, but it seems it was not meant to be. I know you will be fine, but permit me to wish you luck all the same. We will return soon, my lord, but if the Kami are unkind and we fail in our mission, then do what you must to survive for Doma. The Tharl Ka lies far to the south, where the grass turns to sand. Return with valuable knowledge, and all will be free to rejoin them all. Now go. Oh, who's this Jasper? Have no fear, my friend. We shall see them freed soon enough. Let us quit this place and speak of our plans outside. Yes, indeed. Deedly doodly. Oh, we got a blue thing over here. Let's see what it is. 40 years and counting. Usagen hums quietly to himself as he works. Ah, a man not of the steppe. How unusual. Were it that I had the time, I would take you around and acquaint you with our small settlement. Alas, as the owner's only culinarian, time is a rare commodity. I must keep all 50 of our warriors fed. Thankfully, now that the meat has been cut and the entrails soaked, all that is left for me to do is... Bah, I am out of sheep's milk. This is a disaster. If I leave the milk sheep now, I will fall behind on cooking, and the starved masses are sure to lynch me upon their return. I am loath to have to ask this of you, especially since we are virtual strangers, but might you fetch me some milk? About 3 pails should suffice. On the other side of the encampment is Sorokon. You would need to receive her permission first to approach the sheep. All right, Gosetsu, I'll be right back. Oh, they sent you for milk, huh? That he would ask an outsider of all people to do his work for him. The man has not a shred of common sense. Any road, the sheep are just over there. Feel free to take as much milk as you need. Well, at least I'm not having to pick up poop. That's what you usually have to do. Well, that wasn't very hard. Aha, you showed up in the nick of time. And you've brought the sheep's milk, right? 3 cans full. Bless you, my friend. From our foods to our tea, we use this milk for nearly everything. That is why I must maintain a constant watch over my supplies. It is, however, something that has become increasingly difficult to do of late. The number of hungry mouths I must feed grows by the day, but I remain our only culinarian. Is Isugen bothering you? You need not pay him any heed. He is unconsequential to our tribe. The man is nearly 40, yet the only thing he can properly wield is a ladle. Yeah, but you like to eat, don't you? Kuzuku is right. I am feeble and weakest among our brothers. It should come as no surprise, then, that here in a tribe where your standing hinges solely upon how strong you are, I am afforded little respect. When everyone else is out hunting, I am left here to cook whatever they brought back from their last excursion. While most Ornir will claim that all brothers under our most radiant brother Magni are equal, nothing could be further from the truth. I wish to be stronger, strong enough to prove to them that I am not worthless. Say, might you agree to help me with my cooking on occasion? It would afford me the time to train and earn my place among the other warriors. I guess. Ah, you certainly know how to brighten a man's day. Thank you, Master. Roland. Roland? It's good to finally be able to put a name to your face. All right. So we got our windy thing. We don't have to do anything more. So we're not going to help him cook. we're gonna move on. Let's see. What do I have there? 1 to find and 2 to quest. 'Tis plain they hope we will never return. I shall enjoy disappointing them. According to my map, there's a colossal wreck to the south, which should provide a vantage point from which to survey Dothorol Ka from afar. Let's go and do just that. Okay. Now, let's see. There's no more blue here. None there. Okay, so the last one must be over here someplace. All right, let's go. Let's get her. Get her done. Woohoo! What? I didn't have to jump very far. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I was going to hit that bridge. Holy smokes. That was close. All right, now remember, I have to remember, I'm still on a hunt. I'm supposed to be hunting someplace around here. Not the mammoth there. No, not that. I'm looking for... It'd sure be a lot easier if I could fly. Well, I don't see one. I gotta watch my screen because it'll tell me when I get close to my mark. There. It's gonna look like that thing right there. That turtley thing. But it ain't that one. They want to eat me. Alright, well, we gotta go find Gosetsu, but I was hoping to find that while we're out here. They're most likely to be up in this area because that's where the rest of them are, but that doesn't mean anything. They can actually be anywhere. And I don't have a map right now. I'd have to go online and look up a map. And the map doesn't tell you where they're at. It just tells you where they might be. They randomly spawn in dozens of different places, and you have to kind of like, you look at the map and have to go to each one of them until you actually find the right one. That's kind of a pain in the butt, but you can only do it once a week, so it's not like you got to do it all the time. All right, that's where we got our big bird. God, you guys are nasty. Quit throwing whatever you're throwing at me. I don't like it. There's giants in those caverns over there. And there's big tigers. There's a big tiger. I can't remember what they're called. Bragu or something like that. Barros. We just call him Tony. Tony Tiger. They're just sitting around eating cornflakes. Frosted Flakes. Look, it's a big ugly toad over there. He is ugly, isn't he? Those... What the hell is that? Is that fingers up there? That thing? There's where we're supposed to be looking for, right there. That's the camp. But that statue thing over there is what we're supposed to be going and meeting Gosetsu. That's where he's at. Oh, mark to the south. There it is. That's my hunt. You can tell it's got a little pink doll thing on top of it. He's gonna be tough. Oh man, I'm not hitting him for very much. Well, he's going down faster than I am. Thank God for my Chocobo healing me up. As long as I don't aggro some of these other things around here, I'll be okay. It's just going to take me a while to take him down. Drill, baby, drill. There he goes. 100 Centurios. All right, well, that concludes my hunt for the day. Let's see, I hunted one in Ulda, one in Foundation, one in, where else? One before here. Oh, yeah. And then this one. So I've done 4 hunts today. Look out. Look out. No, quit it. Oh, I have to do a lookout. Okay, I got that. Here we go. We could have got up to the edge and there. Just get up on that. I guess we can see okay from here. I'm kind of a short little thing, though. Over there, look. Those men are in danger. What men? Oh, God, I guess they are. Gah! Too late for the one, perhaps, but there is yet time to save the other. Come, we cannot abandon him to his fate. Well, we could, but we shouldn't. All right, let's get over there fast. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where am I? That way. Oh, Gosetsu's there already. All right, that guy he thinks is dead, so let's... Wounded hunter. All right, let's give this guy succor, aid, healing, whatever you want to call it. That word isn't used much anymore to give somebody succor. Wheeze, I owe you my life, Wheeze. How do you know my name was Wheeze? Nay, friend, think nothing of it. I but wish we had come sooner. I knew at once he was dead. It will come as scant comfort, I fear, but I slew the beasts responsible. Nay, that is no way for a Dalthori to die. What is this? Who are these outsiders? Uh-oh, she's the leader. Tough as nails, too. These people here are warriors. They are warriors. Nothing but warriors. They think it is perfectly fine to die in battle, period. They'll go out of their way to do it and not be afraid. Sadhu Khatun, forgive me. We were returning from our hunt when we were caught unaware by Manaziri. These ones saved me, but Gesser is... Who are you? Why have you come? Not to cross the sands, that much is certain. I have heard tales of travelers in league with another tribe. Are you they? Who do you serve? Answer me. If I may begin to answer your questions before you ask more, we are friends of the Mall, and we are come to see the strength of Dalthori for ourselves. The Mall? The little lambs who wander to and fro at the behest of their gods? What fools you are to share the soil of such weaklings. Next, you will tell me you wish to fight in the Nadam. Ah, so you do. Huh, that is unexpected, yet not unwelcome. I am Sadhu Khatun of the Dalthori. For your deeds, I grant you leave to walk amongst us. Come, look at our glory and despair. We fear no tribe, least of all Maul, though, if you were of the Oranir, I would burn the flesh from your bones here and now. You can stand, yes? See to the corpse. Yes, Khatun. So that is the leader of the Dalthoril. Is it Dalthoril? Or I thought that was an I on the end. It's Dalthoril. I thought it was Dalthari. Clearly not a woman to be crossed. But how callously she spoke of her dead. See the corpse. See to the corpse. Surely this warrior deserves better than that. Sworn enemies of the sun. The undying ones. Gosetsu is brimming with indignation. Forgive me, Roland, but I cannot in good conscience ignore the callous disregard that woman showed for her kinsman. We must seek her out at once with me. He doesn't understand. They don't fear death. They believe that there's a better place. That it is their duty to fight unto the death, and it's an honor. So they don't see it, as necessarily as a loss. They think that's the best thing they could do in their life is to give it up in a battle. As usual, it's one person thinking that their culture is better than somebody else's, and disregarding somebody else's culture because it's not the same as ours. Americans are big on that, Our culture is better than anybody else's, and if you don't follow our culture, yours is not worth anything. You just don't understand, or you'd have a different culture. Yeah, that's a broad paintbrush, but it seems like that happens quite often. That's where the term "ugly American" came from when we started traveling to Europe.
How he
and stuff.
died matters not. Gesser was a great warrior. He will return to us in time.
Not soon enough, Hartoon. The Nardum is nearly upon us. Mayhap we should counsel restraint until after.
I do not understand. If Gesser is dead, how should he return?
Silence! You come to spy on us, knowing naught of our ways.
Well, that's the reason for spying on you.
We know you are fearless, and that you are called the Undying Ones.
That is true. None are braver than the Dothal, for we do not fear death. With death, a warrior must dance boldly, fearlessly, for thus does his soul burn bright. Then, in death, his soul shines white, exalted. The flesh rots, but the soul endures. And ere the seasons have turned, so he shall return.
I'm not quite sure, but if they're talking about reincarnation or not, but if it isn't reincarnation, it's similar to that.
When he is glimpsed in the eyes of a newborn, he is blessed with the same name, that he may grow into a great warrior once more.
Okay, so yeah, they believe in reincarnation.
You mean to tell me these newborn babes and fallen warriors are one and the same? Madness!
Is it? Who knows? Yeah. You don't do stuff like this. Just come in and tell people that their culture is worthless and meaningless.
To observe, not to insult our beliefs.
That's exactly true. I'm on her side.
Have care what you say. Otherwise, do as you will.
Yeah, that was completely uncalled for, but that's how certain people think, We're better than you because we believe different. Hopefully he saw the error in his ways. Hard to say. Such contempt as was in their eyes I have never known. But for the soul to live on, as they say, it is not something I can so easily accept. Do they truly believe this? All of them? That in death there can be rebirth, retribution? In any event, we came here to search for information. We cannot leave without speaking with her people. Now, the first thing to do is we should have started with that, speaking to the people, find out what they think, what they believe, what their lives are like, what makes them different than us. I know you. Reunion. The travelers with the mole girl. I marked you after I left the Orinir. Ones from Doma, others. Others I could not place. My name is Coco. Welcome to Dothrol Ka. Coco sounds to your ear the name of a woman? Well, of course, that would be because it is. I died a woman and was reborn a man. It is a no more moment. The soul is the soul, and the flesh the flesh. Perhaps you scoff. Many would. Many look only to the name and the flesh, and let these things dictate their perception. Consider Sadhu Katan. 3 times before she died a man, yet she returns as a woman the 4th. Yet she is no less fierce, and any other outsider foolish enough to think so will learn the truth to their peril. So she's probably their best fighter. The cycle of death and rebirth, it is simply that. Take me, I died in battle with the Hotgo. Fiercely did I fight, and so I returned. Alas, we know not of our past lives. I must learn what it means to be Oyor again and again. It is difficult to remember everything, but important. I, for one, I'm open-minded. I don't know anything about, whether there's such a thing as that. But I have an open mind. I don't know. There very well could be. And the thing that I was thinking about just the other day, as a matter of fact, if there's reincarnation and we die and we come back, but we don't have any memories of our past, is that such an odd thing? I'm 72 years old. There's a lot of stuff I've forgotten over the years. Important things, family matters, people that I was close to. There's many, many, many times where I've seen people that I grew up with and went to school with, and they talk about things that happened in school, and I'm thinking, when did that happen? I don't remember that. There's a lot of stuff in my younger years that I don't remember at all. And I'm still alive, and I lived through it. And supposedly, we only use about 20% of our brain. And scientists don't know a lot about us, our conscious. They don't know what makes us conscious, what is conscious. They don't know where memories are stored in the brain. If we only use 20%, where do the memories go? Where do they come from? What are memories? And if you think about it, there's a lot of stuff you don't remember over the years. And so what is that any difference than if you died and came back and didn't remember stuff? It sounds, it doesn't sound much different than living. Impressive, is it not? 'Twas slain by my boy. We were childhood friends, he and I, before he fell and returned, a master of the bow. It is good to see that he retains his skill. All right, so we can turn this in with Gosetsu. I'm out of time, so I don't think that I'm going to do that. But real quick, I think there might be... not quite yet. There's a blue quest around here, but we haven't found it yet. We have to get a little bit further into the game. But so I'm going to end it here. When we come back, we'll speak with Gosetsu and see what he has to say. Hopefully, he's opened his mind a little bit about other people's beliefs. What does it hurt us if they want to believe stuff like that? It's their belief. Let them alone. That's what I say. Or at least, at least admit that you don't know anything about it. Anyway, hope you had fun. Hope to see you in the next episode. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Ta-ta for now.